Our meeting to order. Candy, can we have roll, please?
Barron.
Here.
Kirschling.
Here.
Rozak. Here. Ostrowski.
Here.
Zenner.
Here. All right, everybody's here and accounted for. Number 2, President's Report. I do not have anything to report today. Number 3, approval of minutes.
Make a
Anybody
motion.
have any? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to make a motion to approve the minutes.
All right, we have a motion. Second. And we have a second from Zenner. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, hearing none, motion carries. Number 4, confirmation of bills. Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Mr. President. You got the packet in front of you, starting out with the ambulance system here. Monthly return is $4,700 roughly. Nothing unusual, nothing stands out on that. And if you take that to page 2 of the report, you will see if you add that to their balance, take that away from their balance column, they are in fine shape for completing the year. So to add December's expenses to the running total, and they're still in the black. So congratulations to them. On the fire department budget, there is nothing unusual there. Again, joint bill with the ambulance service on electrical, other than that, and a door repair again. Our fire department keeps slowly falling apart, our building, but I guess it's like me, it's getting old. So, but if you take their expenses for the month, and you need to deduct them on there because they were already in the black, in the red, they are slightly over budget by about $16,000. That is a not total correct situation. I remind people that about midway, their general fire equipment, rather large expense, some of that is being replaced with funds of either donations or grants. So in effect, they are going to be probably in the red, but not by very much whatsoever. And the chief will be more accurate next month on that, I assume.
That is correct. We do have we are waiting till the 15th of this month and everything closing out for 2024. The comptroller's office will take a week, and then I'm meeting with the comptroller's office the week of the 27th and be able to report out all of the facts at next month's meeting.
In light of all the things the fire department has gone through too, the amount that they're over is not all that great. So I commend them on that. Going to the police department's budget.
One thing, Commissioner Ostrowski, I just want to also add there. Yes, we are over, but there was also some funds that were given back to the fire department that are also not in there of over $12,000. So that should put that to rest. But again, I want to have those accurate numbers prior to reporting out at next month's meeting.
That's why I say overall, I think the fire department budget is going to come in pretty doggone close, and I commend them on that. When we get to the police department budget, there's 2 things that jump out, but they're necessary items. Unfortunately, near the top, you got a tracking program for $3,700, and that, chief, is tracking.
4 vehicles for our
Okay.
narcotics officers.
All righty, and then near the bottom, there's a fix alarm. That was something here on the building, was it?
I would have to look at that one.
I believe that's what I.
RTU on the roof.
Oh, that's the rooftop unit.
Okay.
That's the HVAC system here on the roof.
Again, the dangers of things breaking on once in a while. If you take their total, add it to their bottom line for the running for the year, you'll see that puts them in the red slightly, but I think that's easily explained by 2 items. About midway, you got the protective vests, which are over budget significantly, but we're not going to deny our manpower that, and they were necessary to be replaced. And then, of course, we've had a change of a lot of personnel. So near the bottom, you got recruiting expenses, which are up. So all in all, I think all 3 departments deserve a commendation. Working with a ridiculous 0 budget, they've done them remarkably well, and I would make a recommendation we approve the bills as submitted.
Second by Rozak.
All right, we have a motion and a second. I do have a question, Chief. On the SWAT pants, is that multiple pairs for
It's for 14 individuals.
Okay. Okay. All right, any questions, comments?
Comments? On 2025's operational budget, I just wanted to inform the commission, as you'll see in the 2024 budget, as you receive things, it'll be broke down as a fire department operational budget, an EMS operational budget, and the capital budget for the fire department. Moving forward into 2025, we've broken it down a little bit further for transparency with the commission and the community. We are going to have a 2025 fire department operational budget. We will have a 2025 referendum operational budget, so it will show the increase in the referendum dollars and where those are going for those 9 new positions this year in 2025 and what the cost actually is going to be. Then there will be an EMS operational budget, the capital budget, and then we will also be including the EM budget in that as well. That was something, oversight on my side. EM has now been a part of the fire department for a while. We just haven't been reporting that budget actually out appropriately, I feel, and making sure it's transparent. So all 5 of those parts will be in 2025's operating budget moving forward, broke out that way. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Number 5, discussion with possible action to approve probationary Lieutenant Justin Klein to permanent status effective February 1st, 2025. Chief?
Yes, Lieutenant Justin Klein became a lieutenant February 1st of 2024. He has been on the department since March 25th of 2013. Since starting here, he's taken on several roles over the 12 years he's been here. He's been a corporal, he's been a lead officer, he's been a detective, patrol sergeant, field training officer, SWAT team negotiator, an EVOC instructor, vehicle contact instructor, member of Project Lifesaver, and obviously right now he's a probationary lieutenant. And in that position as probationary lieutenant, he's shown he can effectively manage personnel. He has gained the experience needed to be a permanent lieutenant here at the police department. The supervisory roles, along with the training he has attended for supervision and his leadership in police organizations, has really shaped him into the leader that he is today. He never hesitates to pass along or share the wealth of knowledge he has obtained through his experience and education, and he relays that information to starting officers, as well as officers that have years of experience. Lieutenant Klein has all the qualities that we're looking for in a lieutenant here at the Stevens Point Police Department, and we're asking for your approval to move probationary Lieutenant Klein to permanent status as of February 1st, 2025.
Make a motion to approve probationary Lieutenant Justin Klein to permanent status effective February 1st, 2025.
Second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Number 6, Police Chief Report.
Real quickly, and then we'll end with a video. We got approved by the city for 2025 to have our 47th officer. We opened the hiring process for that on December 2nd. Our detectives are currently in the background stage of that, and we're doing 6 backgrounds on individuals. Lieutenant Johnson attended the Lights of Christmas again, which is an organization that from 89Q that raises money that we can hand out gift cards during the holiday season for those that are in need. We ended up getting $30,500 in gift cards from that organization, and we had received that money or earned that money by donating our time at Culver's and stuff like that. We had Officer Florette, Officer Lux, and Officer Patino graduate from the Law Enforcement Academy on December 18th, and the keynote speaker there was Assistant Chief Williams, and they were sworn in on the 19th, so we are currently at 46 officers, and hopefully in January, February, we'll be at 47. One of the things that you saw on our budget is our recruiting. It is very expensive to try to get individuals to come here. And when they do come here, we want to keep them here. So Lieutenant Johnson reached out to Sarah, who's part of the media group here in the city. And Lieutenant Johnson and Sarah spent a ton of time working on a recruitment video for us that we can bring to job fairs and so forth. And so I actually have it up here, but I did write a performance review for Sarah and sent it to the mayor and to HR. She does an incredible job. She's extremely creative. And everything you see in this video is taken from our body cameras, our squad cameras, and our drone. And she was able to go through hours and hours of that and actually put this video together. So President Kirschling, if you could just press play on that bottom.
Yep.
Right in the middle there. As we all know, the job of a law enforcement officer is often stressful, demanding, and dangerous. That we'll make sure we provide you with the training and the equipment you need to be successful. All I ask of you is to bring a desire to learn and get better every single day.
Join our police force and you'll join a family committed to making a difference.
Every day brings a new challenge, a new opportunity to change lives.
We provide the training, the tools, and the support you need to succeed.
From keeping our city safe to building community trust, your role is vital.
We're looking for people with integrity, respect, and professionalism. Become a part of something bigger. Serve and protect with us.
We cannot do our job or be successful at this job if we don't have an incredible support system here at the department or in our homes.
Join the police department.
Make a difference. Become a police officer.
So I just wanted to show you what type of work that Sarah does for us here at the city and the PD especially. We're going to be using that next year. We've got Officer Schultz, who's going to be retiring in mid-year, and then January 2026 we could have up to 4 officers leaving. And so we'll be using that at a lot of job fairs, trying to recruit individuals to come here to the city. And that is it for the chief's report.
Sarah, very good job. That was a very good video. Are there any comments, questions?
Chief, what, has there been any noticeable changes with people's behavior on the new mini roundabout on Maria and Second?
So we've been working with the city with that. We've gotten a lot of complaints, especially if there's a snowfall. People are not seeing it, and they're going over the top of it. And so we did have the city put out signs recently. So there are signs now that indicate that there's a roundabout up there. I think it's going to be an educational thing for several individuals because it's definitely different than the roundabout that they've been using for the last 6 years up on North Point. And so it's going to be just a time of training for individuals here in the city.
I had, not the public, but I had some concerns for the snowplow drivers. I just was wondering, I took my first tour of it and I went, man, this is great for a miniature car, but...
Well, they built it that way so trucks like fire
Can go over
equipment
the
and stuff
top
can
of it?
go over the top of it if they have to, yeah.
Okay. But so far, you haven't seen any rash accidents, people adjusting to it or anything like that?
People are adjusting to it. They're just hitting it at pretty high rates of speed because they don't know that it's there yet, like I said, especially when it's snow covered.
All right.
Make a motion to approve the police chief report.
Second by Mrozek.
All right, we have a motion, a second. I did notice one thing, Chief, and this is maybe because of, there was a few days that there was no school, but I see the calls for service at Spash, PJs, and Ben were down, which is always, of course, good to see.
Yep.
All right, anything else? All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Number 7, discussion with possible action to approve probationary firefighter paramedic Connor, is it Rowe?
Rowe.
Emma Hines and Megan Meyer to the position of firefighter paramedic with the completion of their probation effective January 8th, 2025. Chief?
That is correct. All three members have had their one-year evaluation and have met all of the standards within the department and have been recommended by the officers on their crews to come off probation effective tomorrow, 8 January of 2025. These members have been working with our paramedic supervisors, field training paramedics. They've been working with our lieutenants, our motor pump operators, and everyone else to get the experience they need, whether it's on the EMS or fire side. They have stepped up and have gotten already involved in assisting in programs. And it's great to see. So at this time, I'm coming in front of the commission looking for a motion and approval to bring all three of these candidates off of probation effective tomorrow, January 8th, 2025.
Is there any questions at this juncture?
I'll make a motion to
I
approve.
didn't get that. Could you try again?
No.
That's unusual. Wanted to hear just Chief run through his speech all over again. I'd make a motion to approve the three firefighter paramedic candidates effective tomorrow.
I'll Kirschling second that. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Fire chief's report, EMS report, EM report. Chief?
So we had a little miscommunication within the department, again, on me. Next month, we'll get this taken care of. After listening to the commission and discussing what we want to report out on into the future as far as communication, and those events versus data points. This month, you'll see that there was only one report put together, not a separate fire and a separate EMS report, but together a fire and EMS report. Next year, or next month, excuse me, we'll make sure that we get those things separated again and do a fire and EMS and an EM report separately. And then quarterly, we will be reporting out on all of the data through the EMS county reports and the continuum that we currently have. We are also working with Sarah and John Quark to see if we can get that data onto the city website. So potentially we don't even have to report out on it in the future. It'll be there for anybody at any time to review live data. So we are looking at that as well. Currently, within the department, we have 57 members approved, 55 funded, and 45 staffed. We had a recent resignation to the department at the very end of 2024. Firefighter paramedic Bryce Mosley resigned, is not staying in the firefighter paramedic career field, has decided to take on a different career and move down to the Madison area. So we wish him the very best, and we appreciate all of the support he gave the department while he was here. We had Shop with a Hero at Fleet Farm, which again this year was very successful. Partnering with Fleet Farm always makes it great for the department. We had, I believe, 14 people off duty come out from the fire department and support that event. It was very well attended and everyone had a great time. Salvation Army bell ringing. Unfortunately, we didn't bring home the gold. Neither did the PD, but we look forward to the camaraderie and the event each and every year. It goes to a good cause. We ended up coming in third this past year. We did do a visit with Santa in the village of Park Ridge. It was extremely cold, but we were able to accomplish the mission. We just had to rearrange how we were going to go out and see Santa throughout the community on such a cold evening. Last month, again, the Stevens Point Fire Department had their annual awards ceremony where we recognized different members of the department for different things, whether it was years of service, a promotion, a gotcha where they did a kind act, and we were able to catch them in that, or different awards throughout the year that they received. We recognized all three crews just prior to Christmas at their annual awards ceremony within the department. We did have ACLS recertification training again this past December. AXIN training continues to move forward and is working well under the direction of Division Chief Ewing. And this last month, myself and AC Zavara attended a Fire Officer 3, not 2, a Fire Officer 3 Pro Board certification leadership training at Volk Field. Portage County Comm Center was over and did a station tour, seeing what's all involved at our station. Again, we assisted with a holiday lunch at the ADRC, a great partner, and continue to work with them on whatever they need. And of course, we had an Explorer Post Christmas party late in the year. And our EMS interns have started for the spring semester. So we brought our local interns in and working in that partnership with Mid-State Technical College. We have paramedic interns now for the spring semester that will be working towards completing their paramedic certification and degree. And it gives them an opportunity to see our department and how we work, and it also gives us an opportunity to see how they work with our men and women at the department. So hopefully some good things moving forward there with our interns. On the EM report, lots again of communication and partnerships that continue to move in the right direction. But one of the big things I'd like to point out from the EM side is we did a exercise citywide with an emergency operations center training. We had over 30 individuals from the city attend that. It was very well attended. Lots of good, positive feedback on that the week of December 9th. And right now, Justin Malin is in the process of putting all that feedback together, compiling all the data. We're going to report out on it, and we're going to continue to move forward to make sure that the city's in the right spot if and when the event of the EOC would have to be activated, it runs seamlessly into the future, or during that event. So big things happening on the EM side of the house as well. And that's what I have for the fire, EMS, and EM report. Are there any questions? Yes, sir.
Two for you. First of all, talking to several people from Park Ridge, thank you for that Santa in the village. It was well recognized. They were thinking there was something they were going to lose because they lost their fire department, and they were real happy that it continued. And they said to express their thanks. Several citizens.
Is it the third year? Because it started when you were chief, wasn't it?
Yes. I would say this is the third year we've done it.
But they were very thankful. You said you're getting some interns from Mid-State Tech. Any idea how many?
We've gotten 2 interns currently from Mid-State Technical College that are working with us.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We have a motion.
Motion to approve the chief's report as submitted.
Second by Mrozek.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Comments? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Motion carries. Number 9, enter into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.85 subsection 1C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility for consideration of the following: extension of the probationary period for fire department employee. And with that, we are in closed session. Oh, we got to take roll call.
Are we going to adjourn in closed, or are we going to have to come back? I don't know how you got it listed there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how we have to do that. We will not come back into open session, so we will adjourn in closed session.
Okay.
So to take a roll to go into closed session.
Mr. President, and I could be misspeaking here, but under Robert's Rules of Order in Chief, maybe help with this direction a little bit, but I believe in this situation, we have to go into closed session to discuss the matter, but I believe we have to come back into open session to vote on this after that. And a roll call will have to be called when you come back into open session.
I think from prior events, I think that's the way I remember it being handled.
Okay, then we're going to go into closed session, and we are not adjourned. So we have to take roll for going into closed session.
Barron.
Here.
Kirschling.
Yes.
Rozak. Here. Ostrowski.
Here.
Zenner.
Here.
All right, we're in closed session. All right, we're coming out of open session. Candy, if we can have, closed session into open session. We can have roll call.
Barron.
Here.
Kirschling.
Yep.
Rozak.
Yes.
Ostrowski.
Here.
Zenner.
Here.
All right, we're back in open session. I'm going to make the motion to extend probationary period for Luke Kratzky until June 8th of 2025.
Second by Barron.
Do we need to add anything to that?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, we have a motion, we have a second. Any questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor say,
She's got to do roll call for it.
oh,
You got to, for each of our vote.
Each single vote?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we went into closed session. That's typically when you come out, you got to do it for each one.
Okay.
Barron.
Yay.
Kirschling.
aye.
Rozak.
Aye.
Ostrowski.
Yeah.
Zenner.
Aye.
All right, and we are adjourned.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.